Good morning. Today is Tuesday, December the 1st, 2020. It's about 6:50 in the morning and there's a bright full moon up there. Hope you can see it. Our cold front's here. It's in the 30s. I made cinnamon rolls for Larry's breakfast this morning and peach butter rolls for me. I took Mom's apple roll dough recipe and combined it with Whippoorwill Hollow's filling recipe, and this is what it came out with. I'm going to see if they're good, or I'm going to see if they're done too. Larry's trying his cinnamon roll. I like mine. We got the glaze on his now, if you can see it. Got a cup of coffee to go with it.
Delicious. You did a good job. I'll give you a thumbs up.
Thank you. We're here in town running errands. Got to get some gas. We got lunch there from Taco Bell and ate in the parking lot. We got it's cold out there. We got the Nacho Bell Grande combo. It came with a soft taco. We're here at the building supply store, the local one, and we want to add on to the plant bed in the greenhouse, but we ran out of scrap wood, or wood that we had. We used it all, so we're here to get some board so we can finish the bed on that one side. This is Thursday, December the 3rd, and we're back here in the greenhouse getting ready to build another plant bed with the boards we got the other day. Larry's cutting the stakes that we'll use to attach the boards in the greenhouse. Larry pounded in the pegs that he cut, the supports. We got the others down through there. There they are. Now we just got to bolt them to it. It's ready to put the soil in. We're going to go ahead and finish to the end here before we put the dirt in. The arugula is really growing. And right there's like 4 beans coming up. We had a hard frost the last 2 nights and it really did kill back the green peppers, but we had plenty of green peppers off of there. The tops of them Larry's been feeding to the chickens. And we've got 3 or 4 plants in the greenhouse. So we're going to have enough through the winter. You can tell the banana trees don't like frost either. They're just... But they'll come up again next year. This is one of the bananas that we grew on our tree, and it's ripe now. I'll show you what it looks like on the inside. It tastes like the ones we get at the store. The vinca can't take the cold either. They're all frosted. But broccoli is just fine. We ate leaf lettuce yesterday. I think I'm going to get some more today. Now he's been working on this trench. And go from here over there to the sink. So he doesn't have too much more to dig. This squash plant was another casualty of the frost. But we dug up some plants and took them in the greenhouse.
Laura's cutting the extra plastic off. We're going to try to make something so we can roll the sides up on the greenhouse when it gets too hot. So we're going to try this PVC pipe and put a T-handle on it and see if we can get it to work that way. If not, we'll have to try something else. But it'd be a lot easier if we can just have something to roll it up on.
We got the pipe and the clamps on to roll up the sides and put a board up there to rest the middle on. But we still got some more fine tuning to do, but it's coming along. This is straps we put on, and then we take the end of the pipe and loop through it to hold it up. This is Friday and we got a fan hung up here in the greenhouse to help blow out the air for the humidity. And the beans are coming up more. Well, a rat built a nest inside the lawnmower. And Larry tore it all out. We're hoping he didn't. Will it start?
No, it won't start.
I think he probably chewed some of the wires in it. Larry caught another possum last night. This looks like it might be a smaller one.
It is, a little bit smaller.
Here, he moved around. He didn't want to look at me. We're in the golf cart taking the possum down the road to turn him loose. The other one doesn't have any paint on him. That one we caught before was a lot older.
I think if you turn it upside down, you'll get out.
I could never figure out how to open that thing. There goes another one. And there's water around here for him too. We're here on the dirt road and look what we scared up. Can you see it? That's a pretty bird.
Blue heron.
Blue heron? There he. Think he'll take off and fly? It hangs around the creek here by the church. We've seen it before. He's got a big wingspan. I guess he's not going to fly. Larry's working on the log splitter. The float's stuck on it. That's the log splitter running. We got it going. This is some of the logs from the tree that Larry cut that we have to split. Well, this is the firewood, the same ones now that it's been split. So it'll dry faster now and we'll be able to burn it. We got another load of 6 logs to split. We got load 2 split and ready to stack. This is our 3rd load and the last one of the big pieces to be split. We got, I think, 5 big pieces there and some smaller ones. Well, this is our 3rd load of wood all split, ready to go stack. This is our 3 loads of firewood all stacked now. It's the ones on this side, on the far side's older wood that we're burning. So we're just on this side, that's what we got stacked. In his spare time, Larry's digging a trench to put water into the greenhouse from the sink here. And it goes down through there. He's got most of it dug. Between helping Larry with the logs and the splitting, I canned these half pints of chicken breast. I got 11 of them here. That's about the size we need for chicken and noodles. Bought that on sale yesterday. This is Sunday morning and I've got another banana ripe that I can pick for breakfast. Just hanging here. And there's another one starting to get ripe. This one's kind of half and half. Sunday morning, time for church. Larry fixed pulled pork for lunch. That's going to be delicious. And we got some fresh lettuce. And we got green beans cooking on the stove. Larry's going over to Stephanie's to get some pallets. I think he's going to use them to make a compost bin. This is my Christmas tree. It's in the dining room for the first time this year. We can see it from the living room and it's still out of the way. And I got the chandelier decorated again. We moved the dining table around. And I've got my reindeer and sleigh there. And my Christmas cards I still have to write. I got my nativity right there on the left. And the angel that's fiber optic and the Merry Christmas that's carved right there. And I have my other angel on top of the cabinet. She's fiber optic too. I know a lot of people have an elf on a shelf and put them around. I've just got this little guy here sitting on the bench. I put what I usually have on the mantle here on the bookcase on the shelves. And there's bulbs and pine cones there. That's here in the hall. And that picture stays there all the time. Jesus on the road to Emmaus. I have this little nativity set here in our bedroom. I think my entrance hall table here is the same as last year. Got a little seasonal tree decorated. And a big ornament. And another little nativity. I've got a candle here on the oak table by the fireplace. And on this bookcase I've got my snowman again. There's a little snowman on snowballs. This is a nativity set that Larry's had for years. It's here on the bookcase. I have more snowmen. There's reindeer there on the hearth. And up on the mantle I have my white nativity set with a wreath above, and it's got an angel in the middle. But this is the set I usually have in the hall, but I really like it here on the mantle, so I might just keep doing that. Here in the kitchen I got a sun catcher on the window, and the Christmas cactus I bought at Milo is blooming, starting to. I think that's pretty. Here in the TV room I've got this fiber optic tree that I've had forever. And under it I put the little glass nativity set. I bought this when Betty had a flower shop years ago. I like it, and there's a pine cone there. I've got this little nativity set here on the coffee table in the living room. I've had this nativity since I think 1968. 68 or 69. David was just a baby. This little nativity plays O Little Town of Bethlehem. I got it at a yard sale in North Carolina a couple years ago.
And a reason. Everything that happened had a purpose and a reason. Everything that happened fulfilled Scripture. Not only in his birth, but in his life, in his death, in his burial, in his resurrection, in his ascension into heaven. All of these things fulfilled Scripture. Through Jesus Christ's birth, life, death, burial, and resurrection, over 720 prophecies were completely fulfilled in what Jesus Christ did. Now stop and think about that for a minute. I want you to think about all the prophecies that were fulfilled by Jesus Christ himself. Now you can't make that up, and you can't just go through and pick out each one and try to fulfill them under your own will, because some of these were absolutely impossible. But he did it. This is a perfect season to share Christ.
We came back to the cemetery and put the Christmas flag on Loretta's grave. I forgot to bring the poinsettias. This is Monday, December the 7th, Pearl Harbor Day. And we've got the mulch and compost and potting soil all mixed in the bed there, fertilizer and lime. So after lunch we're going to plant our onions and slips. Lunch is over and we got the onions planted. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14. Say 15 times 3 is 30. 45. We got about 40 in here. I'm going to water them in and then that'll be that. Just wait for them to grow again. We planted more onions here in a container and we're going to see how they do compared to the ones in the greenhouse. And we planted more here where the green peppers used to be. You can't tell, these are the tiny ones that were left. There's 3 rows of them down through there. So we'll see how the ones planted in the ground do versus the ones in the container versus the one in the greenhouse. But these weren't as nice as the one in the greenhouse, but they're still, could grow and do good. We'll just find out later. Larry took the fence loose here by the post and made a hole there so the chickens can go out in the woods and dig around. Here, chick, chick, chick.
Hey, wait for me. Hey, wait for me.
There they are. They can walk around here in the woods and scratch and dig and be happy. As long as they find a hole again. We got a gate here to cover the hole. They love to dig in the pine straw.
Grubs and worms. Bugs. Locusts.
We're going to put the water spigot right here so we got room to walk down between. It's going to come in that corner. So, digging it out. Putting a pipe down to fasten the water line to. The post is in. And there goes the trench. We got it all the way. Goes out and joins the other one. There's the water pipe coming down. There's our pipe we put in. And he's got the faucet on it. He's clamping it to the pipe now. We're here at Captain D's picking up lunch. We're waiting for him to bring it out. Betty got fish from Captain D's the other day and she's talking about how good it was.
I think they're in a hurry.
They ain't slowing up one bit. It's amazing they don't get in a wreck, isn't it? They don't even slow up. We used to have to slow up during the section.
We bought this drone in November 4 years ago, and I looked at the instructions in the box and it was so intimidating that I just left it in the box and we never took it out till yesterday. And it took us about an hour yesterday to figure out how to put it together and get the battery in and get it charged. But it had its first flight a few minutes ago. Will it go up? Aha! Propellers are going, 2 of them. I guess when it gets faster, there's another one. Ah, they're all going. Larry's got controls. We've run it into several things already, but haven't broke it yet. Thought maybe we'd learn to control it here in the living room before we take it outside. a lot harder than it looks. Our grandkids are good at it. Jerry and Arabella. But this is something different for old people. There it is. Whoa. Good job. I hit the ceiling. Now that was Larry crashed it.
We have a new controller. I don't know how long that's gonna last. Ouch! Oh, boy, my toe hurts. That thing hurts. That thing's going fast.
Whoa.
Yeah, sugar. You can't fly airplanes. You talk about me.
We need Betty here. She's got her pilot's license.
Yeah, I like to see her try
We're
it.
gonna take this over to her house and play with it.
Keep it down.
Okay. Larry's trying again. We're trying to get it to go up without running into things first. Well, put that box back under the table. Okay.
Hey, read the instructions. I've been reading them.
There you got them all going.
I think we're running out of juice. We're running out of juice.
You sure?
Well, it don't last for 5 minutes. We've been playing with it 20.
Battery's running down. Well, time to do Christmas cards. I'm almost done. At least with this part of it. Larry planted kale seed in there. Today is Thursday. I replanted beans in the bare spots where a few didn't come up. But they're growing. This we just planted turnips and kohlrabi. And now it's time for lunch. Larry built a compost bin this morning out of the pallets. He lined it with a tarp. Now he's mowing leaves and putting in it. Grass. He's going to put a layer of grass next. But he's been talking about a compost bin for a couple of days, so that's how come he's talked to Steffi about getting the pallets. It's going to work, I think. He's going to put boards across the front then to hold it in. Because he's getting grass. Got mostly leaves in there.
Well, it's a layer of brown and a layer of green. Now I'm going to put some nitrogen. Chicken.
The peas that Larry and Emma planted are coming up here by the fence. And some more there. I'm here at Betty's. This is Thursday the 10th. There's her car. There's her truck. Betty has baseboards now. And she has a frame back on this door. It's just exciting stuff for us. More baseboards. And look, there's a door going into the office. There's a door there going into the bathroom. And the cabinet we put together is up there on the wall. And she has another door going into her bedroom. And she's got that little storage cabinet, and she got a dresser over there now where the big bookcase used to be. And she has the bookcase that was in the bedroom now moved into the office. And here's her back door all framed nicely, painted. And all the cabinet doors that we've been working on, Jan and John took back with them, and Jan's gonna do a nice coat of paint on them, make them look better than what we could do. We have Betty's Christmas tree up. It's up and together, but there's no decorations or lights or anything on. We just took it out of the box, and that's the way it is. We'll fine-tune it next time. We're taking our drone to the great outdoors and see what happens. I think the closer you are to it, the better it operates.
Huh?
I think the closer you are to it, the better it operates. It's up. Try the camera. Push the camera or the video button. See what happens. Slow, slow, slow.
Okay. Wait. Let me just get it off the ground. Uh-oh. I can't see it.
It's right there. It's coming down on the house roof. Oh. Bring it out this way if you can.
I can't.
It lands on the roof, we're going to be in trouble.
I'm trying. It don't want to go.
There, you got it back out. Larry made glazed donuts out of canned biscuits this morning, and they turned out really good. I had 3. I got this last bed all lined. Plastic all around to protect the wood. But I did it wrong. I wasn't thinking ahead, and I put the sides up first when I should have done the bottom first, but I managed. So it's ready to put the soil in. Larry's punching holes in the plastic now so the water can drain out.
Make sure I'm going through everything.
There's a lot of layers under there.
I know it.
That way things can drain and won't rot. Getting more of the pipe in. Have to dig the ditch, but we got all the pipe we need. Aren't those carrots a pretty color? We're getting a layer of mulch, the first layer to put in the bottom of the, the bed. Larry's got the pitchfork. I'm using a shovel. Yeah, that's our first load. This is Saturday, December the 12th. Larry's working on the water line. He's about to get it. He's already got this right down here covered up. Larry cut up the long pieces of firewood this morning too with the chainsaw. So, and he replanted some peas, so he's been busy. We worked on a new bed this morning. We got the mulch in the bottom, and then Larry put a layer of lime. And then we got compost, and we got to get some more topsoil to put on the top. And it'll be ready. This is the shed roof over the firewood, and I'm cleaning the pine straw out of it. I already got most of that up on the top, and I got the other side done. Now, working on this part. Got the hoe, we just pull it down and throw it off. I'm done. The sun came out. I had to take off my heavy coat and my flannel shirt. But I used this hoe to rake it back. I can't get all up under there good because I can't reach it. But I got the rest of it. It'll drain a lot better now. We do this about once a year. I'm back here at Betty's. This is Saturday, and we put up the icicle lights along her porch. I don't know if you can see them. And we got a wreath at the window for Christmas. And she's got this little thing here that does snowflakes on the house or something like mine does. So we're getting started. There she is. All of me. My sister extraordinaire. This is Betty's living room, and we moved most of the stuff from off that wall because Justin's coming tomorrow to put bookcases there for her.
There really wasn't any we, it was Laura.
Anyway, she's got a blank wall, and they'll have to move the kennel and that VCR and all that stuff tomorrow because she'll need it tonight. There it is, our last banana. I forgot about it hanging back there. It's pretty ripe. We'll have to eat it in the morning. It's Sunday morning and church is just now starting. This is Sunday lunch. There's a pork loin, corn, and lettuce and tomatoes from our garden. And Larry cooked it all. It's time for Pastor Clay's sermon. It's always a good one.
Why should we be afraid of life and some of the things that are going to happen in life? And why should we be worried about tomorrow? Because the love of God helps us. The love of God is there for us. Jesus Christ did everything for us to provide us a way of salvation. Why? Simply because He loves you.
I wanted to show you our pretty sawtooth oaks before the wind blows all the leaves off of them. They're all gold, looks fall-like here in December. Supposed to have 16-mile-an-hour winds today in front of the cold front. So, they're pretty now, but they'll be on the ground before long. Justin got this much of the bookcase built yesterday. All floor to ceiling. There by the window takes up quite a bit of the wall. And then she's going to have the same thing put in the corner over here and then build in between them and have her big TV in the middle. Eventually.
And the fireplace.
Yeah, and the fireplace. I wore Betty out. She's been working on wreaths, but now she has to put fuses in some of the lights. And got decorations on the tree. We moved it back in out of the bedroom to here by the window. Got Santa on top. This is December the 15th, Tuesday. Last day to do my video, so I thought I'd give you a little greenhouse update. This is the turnips we planted the other day. They've already all coming up. These are smaller. That's a kohlrabi. Kale hasn't made any appearance yet. We got all the potting soil in the new bed, so it's ready to plant. And Larry put in right here a little row of sage seeds. The onions are looking about the same. They're just standing up kind of nice. There's the 3 cucumbers are up. 1, 2, 3. And the arugula is growing. And now you can see how big the beans are. And the ones I replanted are coming up. There they are. Nice looking beans. I'm still picking tomatoes off our plant here that doesn't have any leaves left, but I still got tomatoes. I picked about half a basket, little basket this morning. There's still more over here. I guess when they're all gone, we'll just put something else in there. And we've got a tomato right there starting to turn. This is our squash plants that we transplanted from the garden. These two pots on the end are rattlesnake beans. All the things over here are just plants we had sitting out under the tree. So we kind of filled up this side with them. I think is still blooming. Asparagus plant. And I brought Betty's two asparagus plants home to try and keep them alive. Sweet potato vine. That's just decorative. Rosemary is trying to survive. And Betty's hydrangea is looking better. And there's pretty geranium. And our basil. It's got nice leaves. Lots of spider plants. Mary's out there. Whoop! We're going to put a strap over the greenhouse to keep the wind down. We're putting strapping across the greenhouse to help hold the plastic in place when the wind blows. And this is how we're getting it across. And there it's done. Larry's burning the end of this so it won't ravel. Larry is fastening strapping to the greenhouse to help hold the plastic against the wind. Good job. Time to end the video. Good night. God bless.